Hello, everyone. My name is Tina Little from Columbus County Schools. I'm the Instructional Management Coordinator and the Career Development Coordinator for Columbus County Schools. And I would like to welcome you guys, the families, the students, the faculty, and staff. It has been a pleasure working with these students at this camp this summer, and I want to thank you guys for letting your students come and join us. Now I would like to welcome Dr. Jonathan Williams. He is our Associate Superintendent for Columbus County Schools.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here today. When this program was pitched to us probably in mid-year, I just couldn't contain my excitement of the possibilities, and now it's hard to contain the enthusiasm I have for what we're witnessing here today and this summer. It's just been an amazing accomplishment from everyone involved. On behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Deanne Meadows, who is out of town, she will be here today, our Board of Education, we would like to thank the college for what you have done in making this available to these young men and women. To me, this is another prime example of our college, our community college, stepping up and seeing a need in the community. Because I'm going to tell you, the construction industry, if you didn't know, the construction industry is going to explode in Columbus County. It's here, but it's only going to grow even more. They talk about the beach, talk about Wilmington spilling over. It's happening. And if you don't believe it, just start driving around and see the need that we have, not only in the residential environment, but in the commercial environment as well, because folks are going to need a place to work when they move here. So we're extremely excited to be here today. I'd like to thank the staff, starting with our CTE director, his team, starting with these fine folks that have provided the instruction this summer. And it's just been a great program. Our family, my family personally, was one of those Columbus County families who grew up in agriculture. I mean, I've cropped my share of tobacco. I've many days have I spent out there in the heat cropping tobacco. But my family faced something that a lot of families faced, is either in the agriculture experience, you either get big or get out. And we get out. My dad chose to get out of farming, and because we didn't get bigger. But what he did, he started out in the construction industry. So I grew up starting with concrete and building houses, and so when I heard about this, it just hit home with me. Not only the construction, all parts of the construction and the welding is included in that. So we're just excited. Finally, I want to thank these. I guess they're all here today. I've heard the attendance has been wonderful from Miss Tina, from Nadine, from everybody. These 40 young men and women sitting here today, because they dedicated their summer to be here. Now I know there's something in it for them. The college credit, the high school credit. That's another thing. I heard about that, and I said, great day. Principals really jump on this, promote this, and to get this many and to get them devoted and dedicated to the level that they've been has just been simply amazing. Let's give them a round of applause, please. I hope that everyone in here today, will follow through and not let this be the end, but only the beginning, to look at something in construction. There's many avenues you can take. The welding is such a big thing. I include the welding in construction. Okay, when I say construction, it's very much included. So, and talk to your counselors, ask them to set you up with the classes that you need to follow the path that you're choosing, and you will not regret it, I promise you. Folks, we appreciate you coming. We appreciate your dedication. There's other things you could have been doing this summer, but you chose to be here and better yourself. And those cornhole boards and those picnic tables and everything else you did are absolutely fantastic. And I looked at the quality out there is just amazing at what you were able to do. And those things sell very well, by the way. Go look on eBay. And those things sell. So you can get your little side money right there building cornhole boards and picnic tables and other things you did, and the welding, the projects you've done. Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
My name is Chris Cook. I'm the instructor for the Construction Academy. And I'd like to introduce our instructors this summer, Mr. Paul Starnes and Mr. Chaz Lamb. Y'all stand up for them. Just stay standing until we're in so we can get everybody clap for you. These are our welding instructors. Mr. William Stover and Mr. Josh Snyder. William does our heating and air, and Josh did our electrical. And our two high school teachers, Mr. Tim Jones and the man in charge, Mr. Ronald Carteret. Ronald told me, he says, to put a pat on the back for Miss Tina Little and Miss Nadine Patrick, because they brought us pizza every Thursday. We really appreciate it. Guys, we've added something to the schedule. I got to pass out an OSHA certificate. So if you come over here and get it from me when I call your name. Dylan Butler. Oh. Let me go through them. Mark Cannelly. Taylor Davis. Jacob Freeman. Bernard Jackson. Bobby Moore. Brandon Nobles. Max Penna. Sophia. Ducey. Xavier. Charleston. Charlie. And Diesel. Pass. Christian. Riley Benton. Jocelyn Buffkin. Travis Butler. Dwayne Dawson. Lauren Jones. Jack. Carson not here. Shoot, and Alden. Thanks, sir. Guys, we've asked two of the home builders, when we started this program about last fall, we had the Home Builders Association come meet with us and talk to us. What do you want us to teach? And these two gentlemen were involved in that process. Mr. J.E. Thompson, who is president of Columbus County Home Builders Association and owner-operator of Trigon Builders, and Mr. Chris Worley, who is the vice president of Bill Worley Sons. So I asked them to come speak today and just tell us what they envision for this program and see what we've started and see if we're on the right track. So, Jay, if you don't mind, thank you.
I'm really prepared for this. Chris asked me to speak several months ago if he did this, and then he kind of sprung it on me a week ago and reminded me. Each one of y'all that got a OSHA certificate, don't fold it. Stick it under your chair, keep it so you can put it in your resume. You have the one thing that they're going to ask you if you go to work at any plant or with any company. They're going to ask you, have you have any certifications? That will go a long ways. The construction industry controls everything in our economics. Everything goes back to construction. The price of gasoline and the price of electricity all come back to construction industry. It affects it, and it's driven by it. The housing industry in Columbus County, as they were saying earlier, is booming right now. There's less than probably 40 properties for sale in Columbus County on Zillow right now. The industry that you have picked could take you anywhere from residential, commercial, or industrial. And there's a good living that can be made in this industry. Stick with it. Get as much education in as you can, and you can go on to be I had a young man that worked for me that was at Whiteville High School, did an intern, then went to East Carolina, did an intern with me, and he is now a project manager, or was a project manager. Now he is an estimator and purchaser for a company out of Wilmington with a company vehicle, and he's making a high 5 salary figure. So continue with the education part of it. You're young. Don't do like Chris and I and jump in and start slinging plywood and driving nails, because I can barely close my hands today from the impact of hammers. We got nail guns now. That makes it a lot easier. Bill and Chris and I were on the college for 3 administrations and about 15 years for this program. And we finally found somebody that listens. And we hope that they'll grow this program. We were just talking before, we need plumbers. There's not a shortage of, but there's a fine line of, and they're aging out. Electricians and construction workers. I'm so glad that the college is taking on this program, and I'm glad that y'all took your summer to come here. I hope they'll come back in the fall. Will this crowd come back in the fall, or will they have another year of high school? High school and then come back after a year of high school? Stick with it. You can go a long ways with it. I put 2 kids through college, and hopefully I will be out of it. And somebody else can come take my place and stand up here. Thank you.
Good evening. I'd just like to again thank Mr. Cook for inviting me, and Just to give you a little background on me, kind of like J.E. mentioned, I'm the third generation general contractor. We build houses, commercial buildings. We also do our own site work. So we're pretty hands-on contractors, and there is a need for it. Like J.E. and the ones before me have mentioned, it's a dying trade. It's a dying art to work with your hands and to construct things. I would like to touch on some of the courses that y'all took and kind of give you some of the importances of it. As we've mentioned, first and foremost is that OSHA class. Safety is the first priority of any construction site and is looked upon as it should be nowadays. As me and J.E. came along, that might not have been the fact back then. You just got things done. But that OSHA safety will carry you a long way in your whatever field you choose. The blueprint reading, I would say, would be next on my list, because if you can read and know what you're reading on plans, you can build anything. It's on paper, but you do have to learn that and how to read them and what that means. The carpentry part of it, carpentry is used in no matter what field you decide to go in. If you're a mason, you got to have some carpentry skills, because you're going to have to put up lead poles and you're going to have to story poles and construct things. Electricians, they, again, Jay, you can tell you about them. Ones that don't have good carpentry skills end up messing up our job sometimes. So you need to have some carpentry skills for all trades, no matter what you go into. Just some things, Mr. Cook asked me to speak about things we're looking for in employees. I did, my hat's off to you. I noticed and watched y'all when you came in. Number one is the way you carry yourself, and I applaud you on that. I watched each and every one of you carry yourself in here with your heads up, your shoulders out. You need to be proud of who you are, and that goes a long ways when you're sitting in front of somebody for a job. Second thing is to be on time. As you go through these classes and your teachers and you have a time to be in class, be studious and get there. Be direct with your time. Positive attitude. Again, as you went through this class, I think from what I've been told, y'all are from different schools, so you've had to meet new people as you were in this class. So having a positive attitude and being able to work with others is what we look for in employees. Willing to learn. The next one is work 40 hours. Your parents will tell you, and anybody, your grandparents, that it does take work. There's not a pie job, no matter what field you go into. So be ready to work. Critical thinking skills. I'm sure that these instructors told you how important that was, and those critical thinking skills is what helps you to be able to read those plans and then apply that and build those picnic tables or whatever you're working on. As I mentioned earlier, attention to getting a task done as a group. That's something we've kind of failed to mention is in construction, it takes many trades, many hands, many people working together. So that's something we look for in employees. Again, I would just like to thank everyone for the opportunity to be here, and I encourage y'all to continue on with this. I hope that you grew a love for it. Like Jay said, we started out as children in this. I was following my daddy around at 10 years old. So it becomes something that you're proud of. It's a job that you can take pride in, that when you get done, you can back up and say, I helped build that. So please continue on, and it is just as rewarding as any field that there is. So thank y'all, and good luck to each and every one of you.
I'm the welding instructor, as they said. Name's Paul Starnes. We've got a couple of awards that we were wanting to give to a few of our students. I had 11 really good students. Miss Angie would ask me if I have any problems or not, and I'm like, no, there's nothing. If you hear anything about them, come see me. I'm pretty sure it's misunderstood or not true. They've been a wonderful group as a whole. But we did have one of the best attitudes you could ever ask for in here. We had a person that was here every day on time, did everything they were asked. It never really got frustrated over anything. And I'd love to have 50 of them. And that would be Lauren Jones. We also taught MIG and TIG, two separate classes I got college credits for. In our best MIG welder in here ended up being Alden. And in the TIG welding class, it was Travis Butler. I also decided to do a best all-around student, one that came in, worked. You would actually forget they were here sometimes. They were always doing what they're supposed to. They are the epitome of what you want as a student. And once again, that was Lauren Jones also. And that's it.
Good evening. I'm Timothy Jones. I'm the construction teacher at West Columbus High School. And first of all, I want to thank God for having an opportunity to be here today. I want to thank Him for being able to pour into these kids everything that I know and that He has instilled in me, because it's Him. It's nothing in me. There's nothing in me good. It's all Him. And I want to praise Him for that, first and foremost. These guys are awesome. They took time out from their summer, which is very important. I'm a high school teacher, and we look forward to these summers. I tell everybody, if I didn't have a summer, I'd probably do something else to make more money. So we look forward to these summers. And they took time out of their summer to come here and learn this trade that we are very short in right now. The construction industry, the electrical industry is in dire need, the heating and air industry, of workers. But I just want to thank him at this time. I want to thank Ronald for helping me along beside me. And like I said, Nadine and Tina for just the support that they give us. Y'all were awesome, outstanding. And me and Ronald couldn't do it alone. You know, it took every one of us to do this. And two, I want to say Southeastern was foreign to me before I done this program. They were, I didn't really know much about y'all, but now I'm here. I've learned faces. I built relationships, and like I said earlier, we're married now. So, we're like a husband and wife now. But I just want to thank y'all so much for the opportunity. At this time, I just want to give the awards for introduction to wiring class. The first one, Wiring Nut Award for going nuts about learning, goes to Mark Canali. Switch Award for turning on performance in the lab goes to Blake Davis. Light Bulb Award for shining brightest goes to Brandon Nobles. Also, the Light Bulb Award for shining brightest goes to Kaylin Stover. These are the awards I'm about to announce. Is for the awards for construction camp. The first one is the Best Attitude Award goes to Jacob Freeman. Also, the Best Attitude Award goes to Diesel Ward. The Most Helpful Attitude Award goes to Freddie Hames. And also, the Most Helpful Award goes to Kaylin Stover. The Most Artistic Award goes to Sophia Pina. And also, the Most Artistic Award goes to Dulce Reyes. Best All Around goes to Anya Anya what? Anya. Goes to Anya. I tried, Anya. Just couldn't do it. Best All Around Award goes to Caleb Kennedy. And also, two I want to recognize are not here with us that was very vital to our construction camp was Leslie and Israel. They are in Florida for a wedding. They were real hard workers, and I just want to recognize them. Thank y'all.
I'm Angela Ransom, the Dean of Business Careers and Technical Training, and I would just add to Tim's comments about relationships. It really has been about that this summer and investing in our relationships with our Columbus County Schools partners and, of course, our students. So it was June 13th that we first met here in the auditorium, and I asked you all to start thinking about today. And can we just stop and say we made it? Didn't know about that, whether we would do that, but we did. So I mentioned to you on the 13th that we had been meeting with our Columbus County Schools partners, and we had been planning for you and for the opportunities that were going to be available to us this summer. So here we are. We're back in the auditorium, and I have you seated here on the stage facing your family and friends, and thank you all so much for showing up this afternoon. You've used your summer to learn, and I hope you've had fun along the way. I think so. But we decided to just kind of highlight some of the things that we've accomplished this summer for the people who haven't been with us. So if you're a construction camp student, then you enrolled in possibly 12 credit hours of college courses in a summer. You chose to use your summer for that. You've studied heating and air, you've studied blueprint, you've studied safety, you've studied carpentry, and you've studied wiring. And tomorrow you get to demonstrate all of your knowledge in your final assessments. Anybody excited about that? We are feeding you a steak plate after all that's over right here. If you're enrolled in our welding camp, then you've possibly completed 8 credit hours on the college side, and you get to demonstrate your knowledge tomorrow in your final assessments. Not excited, right? Think about that steak plate. You have all qualified for the Success Scholarship, and that may not make you smile, but it's probably making the folks out in the audience smile. That's important to me as a parent. So you have earned industry-recognized credentials, some of which you've already been awarded. Mr. Cook just gave you your OSHA certification. But many of you also completed a certification in multimeters. We've denoted that in our program. That's awesome as well. You have attended class Monday through Thursday. Who does that in the summer? 8 to 5. Mr. Worley, we have followed a work schedule, or at least tried to. We have tried to start on time, take a morning break, end that break, have a lunch break. We've tried to follow a schedule, and we got that feedback from our industry partners. So I think we can check that box. You've heard from 6 industry partners who came every Thursday and talked to us about some aspect of the construction industry while we ate our pizza. So that was pretty cool. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you had the opportunity to hear from several of my colleagues. On Tuesday, we learned about employability skills, again, talking about the importance of following a schedule, right? Communication, teamwork, all of those things. And then on Thursdays, we talked about what it meant to be a college student. Also very important, because you were here this summer as a college student, right? So if you're a construction camper, you also had the opportunity to work on some pretty cool projects. We have 7 picnic tables because of your hard work. We have 4 storage sheds that are going to our area high schools. And then we have 40 cornhole board sets, several of which you see on display out in the lobby, and we're really proud of all of that work. So let me tell you about July the 7th. We might have had a little bit of fun that day. We put those cornhole board sets to the test in a tournament, and we kind of paired up by high school. And we have champions in the room. I would just like for them to stand up. So could y'all stand back up, please? Okay. So this is Troy Pierce and Larry Patrick, and they brought home the win for East Columbus. Yeah. So that was, you guys can sit down. Thank you so much. And they'll hold that championship until hopefully next summer, when they might get to defend it. I don't know. So we're here today, all of us, to say we're so proud of you. We did make it. And because of this great experience that we've had as instructors with you, we have plans to do this very same thing next summer. So I'm going to need your help. Did you have fun this summer? Was it good? Yeah. So, you know, we were really successful selling this camp from a brochure and in social media. But I'm a firm believer that no one's going to sell the camp like you. So when you start hearing the details about next summer and what we're planning, what do you think I expect you to do? Talk it up, please. And if you're interested, we want you to come back. Be with us next summer. Will you do that for me? Yeah. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Natalie Freeman, student advisor. I was actually telling someone earlier that I was a little afraid to say my name because I know I hounded some of you parents calling multiple times, but thank you so much for allowing your kids to participate in the camp this summer. So I am presenting the construction campers. So first we have Anna Yeli Dionisio. And if you guys can just stand up front, we are going to get a picture. Thank you. Next is Dylan Butler. Mark Canale. Taylor, AKA Blake Davis. That's right. Jacob Freeman. Bernard Jackson, excuse me. Garrison Jacobs. Freddie Hamus. Yeah, go ahead. Caleb Kennedy. Justin Lewis. All right. Austin Long. Anthony Mears. Aiden Mary. Bobby Moore. Brandon Nobles. Larry Patrick. William Pierce. Max Pena. Sophia Pena. And Riley Pittman. All right. Jaden Pope. Dolce Reyes. Kaylin Stover. Xavier Strickland. And Parker Suggs. All right. Charleston Veraldi. And Diesel Ward. All right, thank you guys so much.
Okay, hi, I am Crystal Mathis. I am the Early College Liaison, and I will be helping present the welding certificate to campers. So, just heads up, let's make sure we stop for our picture in the middle, you guys. Great. Stop for your picture. Yes, you must do that. Much love. Christian Cruz. Riley Benton. Jocelyn Buffkin. Travis Butler. Maddox Coleman. Dwayne Dawson. Lauren Jones. Jack Scherer. Alden Simmons. Let's have a big round of applause for everybody on stage.
So I have the opportunity to ask if you all could do me one favor, if you could just stand up, please. And can we get a round of applause to the 2022 Columbus County and Southeastern Community College Summer Camp for Construction and Welding. Thank you. You may be seated. Again, we present to you our completers for this summer camp. And like Angie said, we look forward to next summer, and we look forward to some of you taking classes this fall.
Good afternoon. My name is Chris English, and I have the honor to serve as president of Southeastern Community College. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, and students, we'd like to say welcome and congratulations. Job well done. So we've been keeping up with you, that's right. I'd also like to say thank you for choosing Southeastern Community College, because this is your start. This is your beginning to your career. And, you know, whether you're a senior getting ready to graduate or you're moving up in the ranks, you need to start looking forward. And we want you to choose Southeastern Community College as your first choice in education and training. And one of the things that I will tell you before I get into my discussion, the one thing that no one can ever in your entire life take away from you is your education. Ever. And you have the power to do with it what you want and use it wisely, because it can bring all the success in the world to you. Before I get started, I want to recognize any Board of Trustee members from Southeastern Community College and Board of Education members. Would you please rise so we can give our thanks to you? Thank you. I also would like to say thank you to all of our participants from both the college and from Columbus County Schools. When I call your name, would you please rise? From Southeastern Community College, and remain standing, Angie Ransom, Dean of Business Careers and Technical Programs. Brenda Orders, Associate Dean of Business and Careers. Chris Cook, Construction Trades Instructional Staff. Natalie Freeman, Student Advisor. Chaz Lamb, Southeastern Community College Welding Adjunct Instructor. Crystal Mathis, Early College Liaison. Johnny O'Connell, Automotive Technology Instructor. Josh Snyder, Advanced Manufacturing Instructional Staff. Paul Starnes, Welding Instructional Staff. William Stover, HVACR Instructional Staff. Ryan Todd, Director of Customized and Industrial Workforce Training. Remain standing. Columbus County Schools, Dr. Williams, Assistant Superintendent. Tom McLam, Career and Technical Education and Federal Programs Director. I'm not sure if he's here. Tina Little, Curriculum Instructional Management Coordinator and Career Development Coordinator. Ronald Carteret, Construction Technology Instructor, South Columbus High Schools. Timothy Jones, Construction Technology Instructor, West Columbus High School. Remain standing. Let's give them a round of applause. These are the individuals that see your future. And I say that because you are the future of Columbus County. As you can tell, we all have a little age on us. And if you haven't noticed, those that are in the trades, like me, you know my background, we're all missing a little bit of hair. So that's what you get to look forward to. But truly, without them, you would not be sitting here today with certificates. They organized this and gave you the training and education to be successful. So I want you to stand and give them a round of applause. Please stand. Let's thank them. Thank you. You all may be seated. As you heard J.E. mention in talking about the future of Columbus County, it's important to know that you have a career ahead of you that is yours to make. And I say that because this career can be as lucrative as you want it to be. I want to give you some statistics on a national level, but also are very representative of North Carolina. The average salary with experience in education at a skilled level and certifications like your OSHA, as your OSHA certification, as one of many that you can get. Welders, HVAC, carpenters, plumbers, and residential electricians average between $50,000 to $70,000 a year. That's average. You have the potential to make more than that. The average dollar hour earned is $18 to $23 per hour on the job. That's pretty good. And it's only going to increase. So you're walking away with a skill that's going to give you something and provide you for what you want to do in life. So let's talk about that a minute. Now I want you to put this into perspective. You've never heard of this. Have you ever heard of the 28-36 rule? So the 28-36 rule is a principle that you need to learn and to develop in life in accordance with controlling your money. Because as you go through life, as you get through this $50,000 to $70,000 or plus high figure dollar amounts, you need to learn to manage your money. The 28-36 rule. According to this rule, a household should spend a maximum of 28% of its gross monthly income on total housing expenses and no more than 36% of total debt services, including housing expenses, car payments, all the things that you need to make life happen. That's the 28-36% rule. So listen at this. The median home median home price in the U.S. is $284,600. I mean, if you went out to buy, let's say, a median size house, just the average house in the U.S., could possibly be through North Carolina, the average U.S. is $284,000. With a 20% down payment, you can expect to pay $1,200 a month on your mortgage. That means I'm paying that to the bank. That doesn't include your insurance that goes with it, or your taxes that go with it, and that other expense, $1,200. That means that in order to follow the 28% rule, you should be making $4,285 a month, or $51,000 a year. What did I tell you that the average salary was? $50,000 to $70,000 a year. The average car payment right now is an all-time record high at $712 per month. I know I'm getting old when I say I never thought a car payment would be a house payment one of these days. But seriously, when you go out to look at a truck, has anybody rode by the Chevrolet dealership or the Dodge dealership? And anybody want a new truck? How much is that truck? $80,000? J.E., how much did you pay for your truck? $90,000? But seriously, work trucks are expensive. They're not cheap. You got to make the payment on that. So you will use your skills to make money to provide for your income that you need in life, the things that you want to do. You have selected, you chose to be here this summer to start a career. Now, it may not be in construction, it may be in something else, but you walk away today with a skill that nobody can take away. I'm a mechanic by trade. I worked on cars for 12 years. I grew up in a gas station. People ask me, how can you drive that car every day, a new car that had a brand new Jeep? How can you pay to? I don't pay people to work on my car. I work on my car. Sitting here earlier, I was talking to William Stover about HVAC. I was working on my HVAC this weekend. Now, my wife will probably tell you I shouldn't be, but I was working on that. The skill, the hand skills, the soft skills, being on time, staying focused, will get you through your career and your life. You walk away today with a skill that nobody can take away. You have the power. So let me tell you what's coming. A little bit to touch on what was already said. According to our county manager, Eddie Madden, Columbus County is looking at high-density development which would produce 10,000 residential units, an increase in 25,000 residents in Columbus County. Think about that a minute. That's half of the population we have right now in Columbus County. Who's going to build those houses? You are. You're the next workforce. You're the future of Columbus County. So what I would challenge you in life is you have to know your why. Why do you want to do this? Right now, I'm sure it's, I got to have that high school credit, or my loved one told me I had to, or maybe you really wanted to be here and said, yeah, let's go, I want to do this. Well, it doesn't matter what it is. Nobody can tell you that. You have to know your why. Nobody can determine your success. You determine your success as much as you determine your failures. But you have to know your why. Your why will change. When I was a kid, my why was about getting in that car and driving it and making it faster and faster and faster so that I could win at the drag strip day after day, or when we went on the weekend. That's all I lived for, was cars. I was a gearhead. My why, when I was 18 years old, revolved around vehicles. Forget the girls. I wanted to drive. My why changed when I married my wife, had 2 kids, and now I had a family, and I needed to provide a living wage and an income to have the things that people around me had. You need a career. Your why will change as you move along. My why changed again. When I was 30 years old, I was invited to come teach automotive systems at Blue Ridge Community College. And at first I thought I was going in just to teach a course. I still had my shop, working, doing my job. But about 3 to 4 years into it, I found my why. I found my why in the people that I was serving and making a difference in their lives and watching them take their careers and better themselves and their families. I found my why. I do what I do because I want to serve and provide for my family and do the things for you as you move forward in your life. You've got to find your why. Eric Thomas, he's a motivational speaker, says, when you find your why, you don't hit snooze. You find a way to make it happen. whether you do this for a career or not, whether you take it home and use it later in life, you walk away today with a skill that nobody can ever take away from you. Ever. And you've set yourself up to be the next Chris Worley's, the next J.E., the next whomever it may be, because you are the future of Columbus County. Just like J.E. and Chris know that you are the next people in line, they want to invest in your future. They have the Columbus County Home Builders Association, I hope I said that right, has a $2,500 scholarship for you. An investment in you, because you are the next construction, skilled trades, plumbers, HVAC, carpenters, to be in line. I want to end with this by telling you what you do, who you are with, and how you feel about the world around you is completely up to you. And that's from the famous Mike Rowe. Think about that. You make the difference. You have the choice. Today, you made the choice. You sit here today with a certificate, a credential that's yours. I personally want to say congratulations. I look forward to seeing you in this community. I look forward to seeing you at the high schools. I want to see you back here at Southeastern Community College, whether it's construction trades or another avenue. You started today. Today's it. Today is your launch. And I know you have a few weeks off for summer, maybe a couple weeks. Enjoy it and have fun and enjoy your time. At this time, I want to ask our instructors to please come up front, and we've got a gift from Lowe's. They have graciously donated a gift to you. We want you to walk away with maybe your start to your tool set of many tools that you'll have in your toolbox. And so we want to hand these out to you. So I would ask that, how's the best way to do this? Maybe one at a time, if you would, come up and get them, and then sit back down for just a quick minute. So go ahead and line up there, Annie Ellie. I'll let you start it off. Congratulations, students, graduates. This is a fantastic day for all of us. Let's give them a round of applause. This concludes our ceremonies. We invite you to a reception that we have in the Neesmith building, which is, if you go out this door, it's at the center of campus. We have refreshments, and we want to have a little bit of time of celebration. So thank you for all of you that attended, and have a great day.